What's going on, people? Urson here. Welcome back to the channel. Arsenal win 1-0 at Craven Cottage as we get 19 points from 8 games. Yes, lovely. We'd say it those. The pressure's now on Liverpool, who play Man United at Anfield. They could win the game 3-4-5-0, or United could get a result. We just don't know. The main thing is we got the 3 points. Now we're in the driving seat in the Premier League. If you told me that we got 19 points from 8 games and we faced those bogey sides, the likes of Newcastle, West Ham, and Fulham, getting 9 points out of nine in those times, I would have bitten your hand off. Playing against Man City, when we played well to get the points, I would have been angry, but I'd have accepted it. You know, we've also beaten Leeds and Nottingham Forest, but lost to Liverpool. And then also got the Old Trafford victory. So it's been a very good start to the season, in between a win against Port Vale and two Champions League wins against Olympiacos and Athletic. Yeah, the Arteta haters have got to give him a bit of cojones, a bit of respect, a bit of due diligence, a bit of like, hold on a minute, we've started well. Yes, he's been back heavily in the transfer window, but Madueke and Capier all being out injured. Gyökeres is a bit out of form, and we're still top of the league. And we win the game for a set piece. Saka takes it, he crosses it to Gabriel, who flicks it on for Trossard to volley home. And this is a player that always gets criticised by Arsenal fans. A player that's always cussed out after games, told he's not good enough, while he's just giving us an important 3 points. And I wanted Trossard to stay because I found him to be a vital bench player. But he's a first team player and he's proved it today with a vital goal. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Um, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. Credit to Fulham. I thought the first 30 minutes they were all over us. Josh King, who started ahead of Smith Rowe, 18 years old, showing a lot of promise. He was absolutely all over our midfield, winning the balls off of Eze, creating chances. Unlucky not to score. Tries to chip Araya. It's a brilliant save. He did tire out in the second half. But I thought Fulham were all over us in the first half. I thought we were struggling, and I was getting flashbacks to the time we were losing, and we drew against Fulham in those two games where we struggled, and Fulham were clinical. Jimenez, he's a good striker, underrated. I thought we gave Gabriel a good run for his money, but it just proves how good Gabriel and Saliba are, where they were just able to not give him a sniff. Because Jimenez, for his age, for what happened against David Luiz all those years ago when we played at Wolves and lost 2-1 under Arteta in his first game against Jimenez, he's risen through it and he's still physical, winning duels, winning everything he could try and win. But they stood tall, and that's why the player ratings are there. Ah, I don't know, it's just nervy. We then grew into the first half of the first half in the 30th minute, creating a few chances. Gyökeres, Timber, Calafiori all involved in the attacking thirds. Calafiori unlucky not to score a fantastic volley. I don't get him. His shooting is absolutely insane, especially the first time. He just plays with no pressure. And he'll just shoot with no pressure, no thought. And he'll just go top bins but it was ruled out for offside. He was offside in the build up. Trossard created a lovely chance for him. Lovely first time pass after a lovely pass from Saliba and Timber. One of those two played it into, and it's nice. Then half time come, and the momentum was with us. You know, Fulham were unfortunate. They had to take off Anderson due to injury, who was a fantastic centre back. They signed him this season from Palace. But it is what it is with Arsenal. We stood tall, we stood firm. Second half come on. Gyökeres was having chances, but we ended up getting a goal. Saka with a set piece. It's flicked on by Gabriel's in a good run of form. Then put in by Trossard, who a couple minutes before that missed a clear cut chance of having been found by Eze. And I was like, wow, that was an important goal. Marino then comes on for Eze, and I'm thinking, good substitution because we didn't want to get bullied by Fulham. We didn't, we didn't want to get sucked into the game of trying to create too many chances, and then Fulham created chances and they get the winning goal when we're trying to get a second. I thought it was smart, you know. My mum has brought food. I appreciate my mum bringing me food. I am hungry, but I need to film. And this is my 500th take where I'm trying to talk about the game and I'm struggling.
Eat, then do it again.
But yeah, I can't do it again because I need to upload it as soon as possible.
Well, your pizza.
Oh, thank you. She's brought over leftovers from Harvesters, but thank you. Oh,
And the prawns and the salad.
there you go. But thank you. Anyways,
Did you lot win or did you lose?
we won 1-0.
Ah,
Right.
did you?
But we should have made a penalty. And they gave nine. All right, mum. But they gave 9 minutes added on when they shouldn't have, and that was annoying me. But yeah,
Colour on your top.
in the
Anyway, you finish what you're doing.
as I was saying, Marino had come on and he just calmed the game down. I thought Eze struggled, and we just kept the foothold on the game because momentum was swinging Fulham's way as they were making a couple of substitutions. And uh, I think Kenny come down injured. There was a penalty shout. Kevin come off the bench. He brought down Saka. Look, he does get the ball. Was he clear these though? No. Why are they taking a few extra minutes? And I'm getting on to why I was angry about that after, right? Then, Gyökeres, two chances, misses. He spins past one of the defenders and then fires it over the bar with his left foot. He's got to hit the target, man. And then another chance, he's through on goal in the added time. Saka feeds him. Straight at the keeper. Martinelli would come on for two time. It was good when he come off the bench. Oh, insane double save from Leno. And then the game was done. And we had another penalty shout with Bassi. Come off the bench. He puts Gyökeres in a headlock. Not given. But we ended up winning the game. And when I see the referee decisions go against Arsenal, I'm thinking in my head we're going to draw or lose the game. Because I've seen that so many times from last season. But we stood firm. We stood tall. Norgard had come on as well for Gyökeres, who missed too many chances for my liking. It reminded me of Giroud back in the day when Wenger was creating chance after chance with Ozil and Sanchez on the pitch and Welbeck everywhere and Walcott with Wolby. All these players just creating chances, Cazorla and Giroud just spurning them high and wide over the bar. And that was a Giroud that helped Montpellier win the league at, those times ago. And I understand with Gyökeres, it's going to take time for him to fit in, and he's been overspoken about. But those are the chances that you're going to have to bury. But as a quiet, in my opinion, for a creative player like him, I needed more from him. But we rode the storms of Fulham. We carved enough opportunities in the game where we deserved to win. We had 5 shots on target. I think 3 of them were from Gyökeres. And I thought Saka was lively, and I thought Saka, you know, getting a 9 was justified. He was man of the match on Sky. He felt like he deserved the penalty. And I think he shares the man of the match with Gabriel and Saliba because of their defensive resolution. I think Saka does get man of the match because of the chances he created for Gyökeres. And it's good to see him back to his best. And that is because of Gyökeres. Gyökeres is getting the best out of Saliba, of Saka, because Saka isn't double teamed. There's not everyone on Saka anymore because they're focused on Gyökeres. The defenders are focused on Gyökeres. The amount of times I've seen the defenders man mark him, you know, if it was Bassi or Cuenca, they were tight on him. If it was Anderson, tight on him. You know, they just didn't give him a chance. A sniff, yeah, he still created 2 chances for himself, but we ended up getting that all important 3 points. And Zubimendi grew into the second half as well. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Arsenal win. 3 points against a bogey side. Added on to the 6 points against West Ham and Newcastle, where we didn't get the 3 points last season against those two sides home and away. So, yeah, 19 points from 6 games. 19 points from 8 games is pretty good. In a bit, people. In a bit. Pick up my mom.